Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a really thought-provoking article from Dr. Brian Lawenda about a massive shift happening in medicine right now. What if the future isn't just about better tools, but about a totally new kind of doctor, one powered by superintelligent AI? Let's dive in and see what that really means.
So let's just start with this quote from Dr. Lawenda himself, because it really sets the stage. Now you have to remember, this is coming from a radiation oncologist with over 2 decades of experience. He's not talking about some minor software upgrade. He's signaling a fundamental, ground-up change in how medicine is practiced. It's not just another new gadget. It's a whole new ballgame.
All right, so that brings up a pretty big question, right? What makes this so different? I mean, we've seen tons of new technologies in medicine over the last 20 years. So why is this a pivotal shift and not just, another tool in the doctor's bag?
Well, this slide really breaks it down for us. For years, technology has kind of been on the sidelines, right? It's been an assistant. We're talking about new software, better imaging, tools to make documentation easier, helpful stuff for sure. But now with this pivotal shift, we're looking at something totally different. AI is moving from the periphery right into the core of what a doctor does. We're talking autonomous decision-making, replacing tasks that have always been the doctor's job.
So at the very heart of this whole shift is what Dr. Lawenda calls the new digital expert. But what are we actually talking about here? What even is superintelligent AI when it comes to medicine?
First off, let's get the whole sci-fi Terminator-style robot thing out of our heads. That's not what this is. We're talking about incredibly powerful software, systems that are designed to perform at, or even better than, the absolute top physicians when it comes to the thinking part of the job. It's not a conscious machine, it's all about raw cognitive power and medical reasoning.
And just look at what these AI systems are being designed to do. This isn't just about crunching numbers in a spreadsheet. They're going to generate treatment plans, pull together complex imaging data, and even simulate empathy when talking with patients and their families. They can adapt their decisions on the fly, reduce errors, speed things up. I mean, they're being built to handle all the cognitive heavy lifting that is medicine.
So how is this even possible? Well, it's all about the training data. These systems are being trained on literally millions of clinical cases. Think about that. That's a volume of information and experience that no single human doctor could ever see in a dozen lifetimes. And they're not static. They are constantly learning, continuously being optimized.
Okay, so this technology is powerful, we get that. But why is its adoption pretty much inevitable, as the article argues? Well, it really boils down to 2 incredibly powerful drivers.
First, and most importantly, you have the patients. I mean, the benefits here are just undeniable. Imagine getting your treatment plan faster, with fewer mistakes, getting care that's more consistent, better coordinated, and truly personalized to you. We're talking about safer, better outcomes across the board. The potential is just massive. And then you've got the other side of the coin, the healthcare systems themselves, the hospitals, the insurance companies, the big employers. For them, the incentives are just as strong. Lower costs, getting more patients through the system, standardizing quality. It's a really clear path to huge gains in efficiency, both financially and clinically. That creates a really powerful push.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds a little bit like science fiction, maybe something that's 10, 20 years down the road. But the article is crystal clear on this point. This is not science fiction. No, this is happening right now. These platforms are already being piloted in major medical institutions. They're being used for things like planning complex cancer treatments, automatically generating clinical notes just by listening to a conversation, and even triaging patient symptoms in real time. The shift has already started.
So this incredibly fast evolution, from a simple assistant to an autonomous system, it brings us to what is maybe the most profound and challenging question in this entire discussion. What on earth does this mean for the human doctor?
Right, think about it. If the AI is handling all the heavy cognitive lifting, the diagnosis, the treatment planning, maybe even better than a human can, then what is the doctor's primary role? Where do they add value? How do we, as humans, preserve our judgment and our presence when an intelligent system is absorbing more and more of the decision-making? And that question, right there, about preserving human value in a world that's becoming more and more automated, that's really the ultimate takeaway from all of this. As AI steps into the role of this new digital expert, what will it actually mean to be a doctor? That's the huge question that this whole shift leaves us with, and the answer is going to shape the future of medicine for all of us.